Hey, hi, this is Daniel for Jaconic Magazine. Today we're going to be having a chat with Alex from the Black Angels. Hi, Alex, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Austin. I'm in Austin,
Oh,
Texas. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
cool. How's the pandemic treating you?
Yeah, it's going all right. I'm still here. I'm still alive. We you know, uh, we just kind of kept just writing music, and we're lucky to be able to making things, creating music. So I feel fortunate in that.
Okay, awesome. So in a way, the pandemic was a good thing for you guys, I guess, just
I
to
mean,
create a lot of
yeah,
music. You
it's
think? Yeah,
yeah, it's got that kind of. There were some good things and bad things that happened with the pandemic, right? So I mean, yeah, it's definitely slowed life down a little bit. We weren't able to tour, which was, a big portion of our income comes from touring. So
of
um,
course.
you take that away, and it's kind of like, oh man, hey bud,
Stop.
hey, how's it
I'm
going?
here. How
Hey,
y'all doing?
good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
Hey, hi,
We got
Ramiro.
Daniel here.
Hey, hi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. This is Daniel for Jaconic Magazine. So though what you just discussing about the pandemic and how it affected and perhaps you guys touring and creating new music and all of that stuff. So now you're going back just to full touring, right?
Yeah, we're going to yeah, things are starting to pick back up, and yeah, we have a tour. We're leaving for tour at the end of the month, and yeah, it's a East Coast tour. We just did the West Coast tour, and then we're going to be coming down to Mexico to play a show and a couple shows.
Yeah, two
Excellent.
shows.
Yeah, two shows.
That's gonna be fun.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
you excited about a Hypnosis festival playing with a Primus and the Mars Volta?
yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be awesome. It's
Yeah.
been a while since we've been down there. I feel like it's been like 3 or 4 years, if not longer.
I've
Right.
never been down with y'all down there. So
No, I
it's
don't
gonna
think you have. I don't think you have. It's awesome, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's great. So any surprises for the Mexican fans? Something in particular you're gonna be doing here that you can
Well,
tell us?
we can't tell it. If we tell you, it's not a surprise anymore.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, we've been having a lot of people asking like, oh, is it gonna be the same, set list where they're gonna be playing and all of that. So
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna be playing new songs. I mean, we have a new record coming out. I'm sorry, a new record that just came out on the 16th, and we're gonna be playing some songs off that. It's kind of difficult to figure out what you want to play for a set. For a set, it's like probably the hardest thing to for a band to do is to decide of your 6 albums, what, you know 12, 13 songs do you want to play. It's really difficult. So
there's so many old ones too.
yeah, yeah, so
We just revived some new ones at the record release show.
yeah, maybe we'll play some of those revived ones. That'll be the surprise. We won't tell you what they are, but
right. Yeah, because I guess that it's always kind of hard to figure out where you're gonna be playing, especially because fans in a way they always want to hear like, let's say, like the classic stuff or like the hits, and then like you have a new album coming, so I guess that makes it difficult, right?
yeah. And like, I mean, I kind of had this scenario or this approach to music and going to see bands is like, I'm gonna just eat whatever they make me for dinner. I'm not gonna like
Mm,
complain. I'm not gonna have expectations. Oh, you can have expectations. Oh, that'd be cool if they play a song, but you know, I I think it's kind of like it should be up to the artist to play whatever they feel like they want to play. I mean, that's kind of, I know that's a little selfish, but that's kind of that's my approach to it. I know that there are other people involved, and the fans always, the fans do want to hear the hits and what is a hit, so but that's not always what the band wants to play. So I guess therein lies the surprise for you guys.
yeah, definitely. That's cool. Yeah, because what happens is that generally speaking, especially in Mexico, that we don't get bands to come that often. What happens is that generally speaking, they always play like the exact same set, and then they just change like a couple of songs which are actually from their latest album. So yeah, that kind of pisses us off a little bit.
Yeah, well, yes, I mean, everybody's I know Christian likes to play, you know, when he goes to see a band, he likes to see like certain songs. So I'm kind of like, I just kind of like to hear new stuff. I'm not always into hearing like the old things, because you can always hear the old stuff on an you know,
Of course,
on your
course.
phone or whatever. But that being said, there's something that, you know, there are a lot of people that want to hear the song that they, you know, it was the soundtrack of their summer or whatever. So that makes sense to me as well. But I think I lean towards that thinking as well.
Right. So regarding your latest album, that's Wilderness of Mirrors, right?
Yes. Wilderness
Yeah.
of Mirrors.
So what would you say it's different from your last LP? That was that song, if I'm not mistaken. So what can you tell us? Is there been like an evolution? Is there like new elements that you're incorporating to?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wilderness?
So Ramiro here is a new element to the band. So this is his first album with us, and it was great working with him. And he's just a great musician, got a great voice, and got a lot of drive. And it was really cool to have that fresh energy and put into the band and into the studio. It made it like a lot more fun and a lot more interesting, because you kind of see the recording process from somebody else's perspective and their eyes. So I think that was a really interesting addition to the band. And I feel like we kind of, in a way, we kind of broke some of these songs down to their core, and we realized not all of the songs had to be like super loud or super fuzzy. It's just kind of like, just let the song be what it is. And I thought that was a really kind of an interesting take. But, you know, Ramiro had been working with us on this record for 2 or 3 years, I think, before we actually got into the studio. So yeah, I mean, I'm not the best with time. It could have been longer than that, but yeah. So most of these songs, this isn't really a COVID pandemic record. I mean, most of these songs were written before we're kind of wrapping up recording, kind of like in 2020. That's when we were like, we finished the main tracking. There are some elements obviously that still needed to be added, but this a lot of people are like, oh, is this your COVID, record or whatever? it's really not. We haven't put that out yet. Everything that happened during the pandemic is still just like on hard drives and on tape. So that's, we're excited. As excited as we are about this record, we're excited to get back into the studio and make another record. I know that's not like what we're going to talk about, but
definitely, because yeah, that's why I was going to ask you, because I mean, generally speaking, some bands, they take them about, I don't know, 5-7 years or so to actually compose like a new album. And yeah, that was one of my questions actually, but in this case it was only like perhaps 3 years, right? If it wasn't because of the pandemic, perhaps at this point you might had already like 2 albums by now, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how I look at it too. And yeah, everybody in the world just lost a couple years. It's just like, there goes 2 years of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. That's cool. And how about you, Ramiro? How you feel about the pandemic, and you now being a member of the band? What can you tell us about it? I know that, I mean, apparently you have played with them before, but what's your impression? What can you tell me about it?
Well, I'm excited to be on a record. It's been an honor and a real pleasure to join the band, and especially now, I mean, being on the record is great. It's just another footstep in the direction of being in the band, and I'm excited to finally do some tours. I mean, there are places I haven't gone with the band before. I think I've only done like West Coast, and we've done Europe together, but to go east and play music that I had a hand in writing is a really exciting thing for me personally. And I'm really, it's great that the whole band, I mean, we stand behind all the songs, and that's a great feeling to go out and be able to play the new stuff. And it's like, it's stuff that we still like, in, having written it 3 years ago or whatever, however long ago, it's pretty cool that it stood the test. And even now when we're practicing it for the tour, it's exciting, you know, just as exciting as it was when we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty just stoked about the whole thing, man. I mean, I feel like since I joined the band, it's been very like behind the scenes kind of stuff, you know. So this is kind of the first opportunity I'll have to be with the band and experience this kind of thing with them. So that's the exciting thing for me.
That's awesome. Guys, I have run out of time. Unfortunately, I wish I could spend all morning talking with you, having some coffee. But I'll be looking forward to see you on November the 5th, the Hypnosis Festival, and I promise I'll be first row there.
Awesome. Well, we promise that we're going to play some new songs, so it's not the same set. We're going to get online and look at what we played the last times we played, and we're not going to play any of those songs. We'll play all fresh stuff.
Sounds awesome. All right.
Awesome. Cool. Have a good one, man.
Alex, Ramiro, thank you for your time. Looking forward to see you in a couple of months. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.